Hey golfers, do you struggle when it comes to consistency in your driver? In today's video, I'm going to give you a 3-step process by selecting the correct tee height to find that consistency. Hey, welcome to the channel. My name is Justin Riker. I'm the PGA head golf professional here at Magnolia Greens in Leland, North Carolina. In today's video, I'm going to show you how choosing the correct tee height can help you master this club right here and have that competitive edge over your playing partners and having more fun on the golf course today. If you're ready, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty folks, for step number 1, we're going to start with our normal tee height. Hopefully your normal tee height is roughly half the golf ball above the crown of the club. So if we look at this, we want half the golf ball to be above the crown of the head. So now, sometimes you may be a little bit higher, but for the purpose of this video, we want it to be roughly halfway. Now, luckily these range balls have a stripe on it, so it's going to be easiest for us to practice. So, we're going to go ahead and get ready to hit one here. And all we're going to do is we're just going to make sure this stripe is going to be roughly halfway above the top of the driver, just like that, which it is. And then we're going to go ahead and set up like we normally would and make a normal swing, and let's see what happens. Alright, so here's my normal setup, normal swing. Right down the middle of the range. Now, for step 2, we're going to use the same tee, alright, and we're going to talk about lowering the tee and what it does for your golf game. Alrighty folks, for step number 2, we're going to talk about lowering the tee height to have a little bit more control over this driver. Now, when will we use this? Well, one, on a windy day. Today is not a windy day, but we're going to pretend like it is. Or if you're struggling with this driver and you need that little bit extra distance more than your 3-wood, this is a great opportunity to tee the ball down with your driver, make better contact, and hopefully hit it a little bit straighter. Yes, lower, but definitely straighter. We want this thing in play because remember, bogey is okay. So, with this driver, okay, if normally our normal tee height is roughly halfway above the crown of the club, all right, we now want this to be roughly about a quarter of the way above the crown. All right, so using the same tee I just used in step 1, we're going to tee this ball down, and hopefully this ball flight will come down further. Tee the ball down. Give or take about a quarter of the golf ball is above the crown of the head. We're going to take our normal stance, normal swing, and this ball should come out much lower. And it did. Pulled it a little bit, but it's still in play because I used my same setup and normal swing. I just teed it down, which brought the flight down, which made it a little bit more controllable. So for a recap for this one, a lower tee is going to be great for a windy day when the wind's blowing all over the place, or 2, if you're having issues controlling your driver on a normal day. Don't be afraid to tee the ball down. Stick around for step number 3. Alrighty folks, for step number 3, we're going to talk about teeing the ball higher to get a higher launch and hopefully more distance because of it. When do we use this? On par 5s or par 4s where the wind is directly behind us and we're trying to launch this golf ball higher to utilize the wind to get us more distance. Now, if we remember, we want to be, standard tee is roughly half the golf ball above the crown of the club. Lower is going to be roughly only a quarter of the golf balls above. When it comes to a higher tee ball, okay, higher teed ball, we're going to roughly have almost 3/4 of the ball above the crown of this club. Now, will you hit some pop-ups? Absolutely. But this is why practice matters when it comes to learning tee heights. Now, do I use the taller tee? Not necessarily. I use the same tee every single time. This is 2 3/4 inches long. Now, do I also have this 3 1/4 inch long tee? Absolutely. Do I use them? Not necessarily. Only in a pinch. But I prefer this tee right here. And all I do when I tee this ball up for a higher tee, I barely get this thing in the ground. Okay? Now, One thing with setup, when it comes to a taller tee, the only thing that changes in our setup, still the same stance, width, swing, everything, is I tilt back just a little bit more. Notice how my hips don't really move, it's just my body. I'm tilting back just a little bit. And this will just help increase the chances of us hitting it higher in the sky to gain that distance. So let's see if we can do it. Barely in the ground. And check the tee height, roughly 3/4 up. And we're gonna see if we can't launch this ball into the sky. A little tilt back. Launched it high, straight, right down the middle of the range. That thing is running because it is dry as it can be in North Carolina right now. Stick around for the finale. Alrighty folks, there you have it. 3 tee heights for 3 steps to improve the consistency of your driver. Let's go through them again. So, standard tee height, roughly half the ball above the crown of the driver. Lower tee height, roughly 1/4 of the ball will be above the crown. And then for the higher tee ball, we're gonna go roughly 3/4 of the ball above the crown. But then remember, when we hit that higher tee ball, we have to tilt our upper body just a little bit to help make sure we hit up on this golf ball to launch it higher. All 3 of these will help you become a more consistent driver and gain that competitive edge over your playing partners. If you'd like to come to Magnolia Greens and have me help you hit the driver consistently better, I'll leave that down in the description below. And if you can't come to Magnolia Greens, that's okay. I will leave the link to my online teaching academy in the description below as well. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.